It's just Selena.
It's your boy D.
I'm Shar. You're tuning in to Homeroom with Smooth. Class is now in session.
Hey, yo, what's up, y'all? This is episode number 196 of the Homeroom with Smooth podcast, and I got with me Khulula Timi. I still got it right.
You got it, Khulula Timi.
Oh man, how you doing today, man?
Bro, I'm good, man. I'm blessed, man. Cannot complain. Stay receiving blessings. So I'm good.
Yeah,
How you doing?
man. Amen. Yeah, man. Amen to that, man. I appreciate you for promptly replying. You probably the fastest reply I've ever gotten in my life. Like I was just like, boom. And then I was like, I don't know. I'm finna go do this. I'm opening up the cabinet. Okay, let's lock in.
I was at the gym when I got that message. I was at the gym. I was like, I'm definitely doing this. What? I mean, scooping, seeing everything. I saw the consistency, and that was what made me say, yeah, I'm doing this for sure. Because I know if you keep on doing this, like, no telling where this thing will be in the next 1 or 2 years. So I was like, come on, I gotta do that.
Hey man, I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that, man. For real, I appreciate that a lot. Man, because really, yeah, the consistency part, like that's tough on anybody though. Just a quickly sidebar, that consistency part is tough on anybody, and I think like just in the two industries that we're both in, you being a director and me being a podcaster, like that's the number one thing. Like you can't take that much time off. Like you gotta just be after it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because somebody wants where you going. Like
right, that part.
Hey, for sure. Now, I've been consistent, but you've been really consistent too, man. So you're a director. Tell us a little bit more about like how you guys started directing and like how, like, you know what I'm saying, like how you've been moving forward.
All right, where do I start? So first thing first, I moved to LA in 2019 from United Kingdom. London. I was in London and Lincoln, Brighton. I was moving around a lot in UK, right? So I was in Brighton. I went to A levels. I don't know what it's called in America, like college, right? And I had this friend of mine. He was way above me when it came to filming. Like he used to do like short films and all that. And we had this camera, a photography camera, terrible shitty camera, right? And we were like, let's create something. Let's just do something. So we were both sat together, came up with a story. It's still on YouTube. I wouldn't want anybody to watch it, but it's still on YouTube, right? I acted in it. And from there, like when we dropped in, I don't know, that rush, you know that adrenaline rush you get after dropping something. When we dropped it, we were like, yo, I like this. Because at that time, I didn't know what I wanted to do in life. I was studying engineering. Coming from Africa, having African parents, either got to be a doctor, lawyer, engineer. So I was to the engineering side. So after that, I was like, yeah, this is what I want to do. I want to make movies. So from there, we just kept on doing it in school, like getting different people in school. Like, yo, do you want to be in our next short film? Do you want to be in our next short film? And from there, boom, go to university. And then I moved to Lincoln, University of Lincoln in UK. Started getting more people in school. Do you want to be in my this? Do you want to be in that? From there, they started saying, oh, we're having a party. Do you want to come and cover it? Do you want to do this? I was just like trying to shoot everywhere. Then I remember my dad came to come and see me, right? Like, mind you, we hadn't seen each other for a long time, right? So then he came to see me, bought me my camera, and said, hey, this camera, you better make sure you make money with it. I spent a lot of money on it. So I'm like, all right, yes, sir. So just kept on doing. I remember, on Instagram when you do the Q&As where you ask questions, right? And somebody asked, where do you see yourself in the next 10 years? No, in the next 5 years or something like that. And I wrote Hollywood, not knowing I was going to move to LA or anything. I swear I didn't know.
Yeah.
Everybody like, yo, that's where I see myself. Boom, boom, boom. When the opportunity came to me in 2019, I came here to New York Film Academy. I don't know if you know the NYFA, New York Film Academy. It's a school.
The Film Academy? Yeah.
Yes,
I've heard of it. Yeah.
Yeah, I came here and then I studied producing because I wanted to do that. I wanted to study directing, because I want to be a director, and I was a director. But my dad told me, you already know how to do that. Why go study it? Go study something you don't know, which is the business side of it. So he told me to go study producing. At first, I was like, and I'm like, all right, shit, I'll do it. And I'm like, that was the best decision I made. So it taught me the business side and how to be a producer, how to put everything together. So I studied that in 2019, finished last year, and as well as doing that because of COVID, I was like, thank God because of COVID, so I didn't have to go classes. Everything was online, so I was able
Mm-hmm.
to like build a reputation outside and go, go
Mm-hmm.
hairstyle, go do everything, and that's how I am where I am today.
Man, that's dope, man. That's dope, man. So what? So you got to LA 2019,
Right.
right? What would you say during that span up until now? Like, was one of the moments or one of the films that you worked on, maybe a music video where it was like, yeah, this is it. This is where I'm definitely moving now. Like, I'm definitely moving now, because I know a lot of times content creators, we're like doing a bunch of stuff and like we're just doing it, and it's like, oh, okay, this is cool, and then there's that one that's like up there, like it takes you up a notch.
I say I have three different moments. I can't choose one. Three different
Okay,
moments.
run it.
The first one was when I DM Wale. I hit Wale up on Twitter. Like he was on Twitter. I saw he was active, and I just finished cleaning my house. Just sometimes when you just stay by yourself, no music, nothing, you just like do something just to be one with yourself. I remember that day. So I was cleaning the
Yeah,
house, and then I just went on Twitter. Let me see what's happening. I saw him, and my spirit told me hit him up, and I hit him up. He replies me immediately like, "Yo, I'm listening." I pitch myself like, "Yo, I'm a filmmaker. I'm Nigerian as well because I know he's Nigerian, origin Nigerian. Like I'm a filmmaker. Blah 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 blah." He was like, "Send me your work." I send it. He hits me back in the DM, says, "I like it," and he follows me. He tells me pull up to him on the studio. I pull up. I see him, Eric Bellinger, dancing. Daru, bare people in the studio. Mind you, this was like my first time. I've never experienced none of this besides like what I see in Nigeria and stuff. I'm like,
yeah,
yeah, I'm in the studio with Wale. He's seeing the process of making music, recording it, doing all of this, having conversations with everybody in the studio. Eric Belinja in the studio. Guabda 3000 was in the studio. Like I'm like,
Guap Dad be everywhere, bro.
bro, he be everywhere.
Just side note.
He be everywhere, bro. So he's in the studio. I'm like, yo. Next thing I'm like after the studio session, hitting up Wale. He's replying me crazy. Then getting closer and closer. He starts inviting me to. I was on chill sets. He invites me to on chill set. He invites me to like Rick Ross's listening party. He's inviting me everywhere. He invites me to his crib. Says I'm one of the team now. Like it was amazing. Then next thing he takes me on tour. 30-day tour, bro. It was like I met J. Cole. I'm a huge J. Cole fan as well. Like
Yeah.
so I met J. Cole, got to speak to him, met Mayweather, like young Chris, just meeting different people. I was like, no, this is the life I want, man. Hotel paid for, taking trips. I was meeting different girls on tour like every day, going on stage dancing with him just because like he had an Afrobeat song and I could like, do all that. So it was just
Hmm.
it was different. And I was not like, yeah, I'm in the right field. That was one story that I know I can't take away because I remember at that time like social media even switched for me. Like I remember everybody I know in my whole lifetime started reaching out to me. People that I didn't even know F with me like that reached out to me. People like every me reached out. So I was like, yo, this is different. Like, you know what I mean? Everybody say I'm so proud of you. I always knew you're gonna do it. Yada yada
Hmm.
yada. That was one key moment in my life. Another one was when my first big budget shoot. So you know
Hmm.
how as a filmmaker you start at a level, like we all have to be honest with ourselves. You start with the guerrilla style, just holding your camera, doing it, yada yada yada.
Hmm.
Remember when I got a full set where we had enough budget to hire a lot of roles. So I had a director of photography, I had the gaffers, I had the key grip, I had makeup man hair, I had, you know, art department. I had different departments, and just seeing me hold the megaphone, saying action and cut, and being able to just watch on the monitor and be like, wow, I'm here. Like I'm really doing this. Like I really went from doing everything myself to have been able to put a whole team together of all of us making this thing happen.
Yeah.
The colors to the editor, and I was just like, man, God, you're good. Like you know what I mean? That was
Hmm.
another moment. And then the third moment was being able to. This is more of the luxury side, not really the filming side, but more of being invited to rooms of with other, create like
Hmm.
successful individuals. I don't. So a friend of mine, Jovan Wade, who is in Doom Patrol, that got just reached
Oh,
that
oh, Doom Patrol.
Doom Patrol Cyber.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay. Okay.
that's a good friend from mine. He's from UK as well, so and both play FIFA and all that, so we have good chemistry on that. So him inviting me to his house, inviting me to his parties, and just being in the midst of Danny Khulula, Dempsey Idris, Diana Guerrero, like Tanarel, all sorts of different people, and I'm drinking, giving them shots, like having a good time, chilling in the pool with all these people, and be like, yo, I'm in the right place, like this is where I should be. So just experiencing all of those three key moments just made me realize, or I had to step back and just be like, I am doing something right. So those are the three moments I can never forget, or I'll be like, yo, I know what I'm doing.
Yeah, man. Hey, that's lit, bro.
Bro.
That's lit. Yeah, you definitely up there, man. So I've seen I wanna get the name of the film right. I wrote it down. It is you run an award. You just won an award for me. I don't want to get it wrong. It is where's that note at? Peace in
Patience.
patience.
Yes.
Peace in patience. So
Yeah.
tell us like what that film is about and like how that came into being.
Okay, so that film was brought to me first thing first. Shout out Major Songmi Ogutunde.
Mm-hmm.
So the boy, so he's a friend of mine. He's an actor. We went to New York
Mm-hmm.
Film together. The film is basically about, you know how we go through police brutality, racism in America, right?
Yeah.
So it's a story of somebody from UK experiencing it over here. Because we're like, we
Mm.
know how it feels like from people over here, but how does it feel like from somebody that's not from here to experience it? So I didn't write it. It was the actor that wrote this. He was inspired because he grew up. He's from UK, originally Nigerian, and he wrote the
Mm-hmm.
story. And he was like, "This story resonates with me." Blah blah. Like I really want to tell this story, and I want you to tell the story for me. And at that time, at first, I was like, I don't know. Like I don't really want to do police brutality. Like I feel like we had a lot go like with the whole what happened to George Floyd. Like we're, everybody,
Yeah.
everybody's in a good space right now. You sure you want us to feel like you want to take us back that route and feel those emotions? Like I don't know. Right now, I'm trying to do more. Impact positivity. Like make sure
Yeah.
show black people that we can do it. That's what I was trying to do. But when
Mm-hmm.
he started talking about it and telling me what it meant to him, and I felt it. I felt the connection. I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
I have to do it. I have to do it. So we ended up doing it. He had the team. He just wanted me to direct it and everything. And I'm like, okay, let's do it. So boom, boom, boom. We started. We had table reads. We had rehearsals. We started doing it. We started. I directed it. We shot it. Put it in film festivals, and it got so much good feedbacks. And I was like, oh, okay, wow, okay,
Mm-hmm.
damn. Maybe I should have done this earlier. What was I thinking? And that's how that came about.
Okay, man, that's dope. That's dope, man. And you know what I'm saying. And I'm proud of you and your team for winning, man.
Appreciate.
Um.
Appreciate.
So tell us what Khulula is, because you got right there at the bottom, founder of Khulula. Khulula, sorry. What does that mean?
Okay, so Kula, I'm from Nigeria first thing first, but the language, Kulula is not my country. It's not from my country. It's from South Africa. It's Zulu. I don't know if you know the
Mm,
language Zulu, and it means free spirit.
okay.
Why? Why does it mean free spirit? Why did I decide to go with Kulula? Because I felt like society, or yeah, society, especially like the story I told you about my parents kind of forcing, or my mother and grandmother kind of telling me go do engineering. So like human beings, they tend to try and tell us what to do or force us to do what they want us to do, just like society, just like systematic stuff, like where they tell us, okay, think this, do that, do this. And I was like, I don't want to be controlled. I want to be able to think for me, be able to do what I want to do, be able to express myself in the way I want to express myself. How can I do something that showcases that? So I was on Google Translator looking for different languages, what represents freedom,
Hmm.
what represents free spirit. And then when I saw Kula, it resonated with my heart. It was like, I love that. I love that. So basically, what Kula is really about is showcasing the art of freedom with the world through arts, and not
Hmm.
just a region, the world. So that's why we always say Kula to the world. So Kula is not just a company, it's not just a brand, but it's a lifestyle. Like
Mm.
that's why you see my name, Khulula Timi. You see some other people. There's Khulula Timi. There's Khulula Kenny. There's Khulula Carlos. Like, just people that feel free to do whatever they want and showcase themselves with their art to the world, man, you're part of Khulula, basically.
Man, that's dope. That's dope. That's a
Appreciate
dope concept. Free
appreciate
spirit. That's good. Like the way you just explained that, that's real good, man.
appreciate bro.
Um,
God, man.
so I guess so. What do you have going like forward from now? Like, what can people expect from you in 2023?
Mm. So yeah, if you go check Khulula Productions Instagram, right, you'll see where the last post there is "It's time." Basically means,
Mm-hmm.
yo, we have different things coming in the work line, like in the pipeline. Basically, I don't even know if I could say one of them, but definitely music videos is going up. So you see the level of, if you go check the production or the level of our work, you see coming this year is gonna skyrocket in terms of the visuals, in terms of the aesthetics, in terms of the type of clients we get. So don't be surprised when you start seeing the likes of, let me throw a name out there that, let me manifest the name somebody will shoot for.
Mm-hmm.
Who's popping right now? Who's popping right now? Don't
Shoot.
be surprised you start seeing the likes of Caesar, Chica, Colore,
Mm-hmm.
um, Drake. I might just throw that out there,
Yeah,
but
yeah, might as well.
yeah. David O, Whiskey, Burna Boy, I have to give shout out to all the Nigerian artists as well doing their thing, Rema, all of them. But
Yeah.
basically we're um we're skyrocketing in terms of music videos, and then in terms of the narrative side of things, because that's what brought me into this whole world, so I could never neglect it. We have another short film that's about to make its festival runs this year, as well as we're developing a feature film, a huge feature film. Like, this is
Nice.
a life-changing feature film that I don't know if I can give too much information about it.
Oh yeah, don't give out too much sauce, man. Don't
Yeah,
give out too much sauce.
but it's gonna change lives for sure.
Man, that's what's up, man. Shoot, really, like, man, I just want to say, man, like, I from looking at your page, I immediately knew, like, yo, I gotta get this guy in here because you know what I'm saying. Like, I was seeing like you was doing work, you know what I'm saying, and you were working with people and you were actively like engaging, just like you said to me, but it was just like the way that you do your videography is different. You have your own distinct style, and that's one thing I like. It wasn't a carbon copy, or it wasn't like this slightly tweaked thing of somebody else. Like, you have your own actual like vision, as you like walk through like different scenes and stuff, and how you convey different messages, whether it's the message itself and or the subtle image messages. And I just want to encourage you to keep going, man.
I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate that for real. Hey,
Yeah.
it's not only me though. I can't even take all the credit for it because, like I said, it's a group of creativities that bring those things together. I just happen to be the person that was able to put it together, but I have to give praise to my girlfriend as well, Uju, because she
Mm.
co-directs like half of the videos with me or comes up with the ideas. So she's a big factor in it. Likes of Wall Production, he's a huge factor in things as well because we kind of started in LA together.
Hmm.
Adam, there's so many people that put all those things together, so I can't take all credit for it, but appreciate it, man. It's God's work.
Right, right. Amen. 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 Hey, so where can people link up with you? Where can people reach out to you at?
So you you could reach out to me on email info@khulula.world, Khulula Production on Instagram, or my personal one, Khulula_Timi. We have a website as well, Khulula.world. I say world because I told you we're not, like, I will give you a little backtrack on why I put world, why it's not .com or it's not, why is it world. I'm gonna give you a backtrack, but yeah, you could find me on any of those platforms for sure.
Okay. Okay. For sure. For sure. For sure, man. Okay. Were you finna tell us why it's world?
I might as well go there.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
why is it
Let me know.
for world? Because so I have an interesting background story. I don't know if you guys could tell from my accent. Like, my accent is from so many places, right? So I was born in Dallas, Texas, right?
Mm-hmm.
Born there, left there when I was 7, and then moved to Nigeria for a year, where parents are like, "Oh, we're going back for a holiday," and then that holiday turned into a year. And like, yo, this is the longest holiday I've been in my life. So moved to Nigeria for a year, and then moved to Dubai for 4 years after that. They didn't know I was going. They didn't know I was moving there. Same thing. Like, oh, we're going to this place, and it turned in. Oh, we're enrolling to school. Then moved back to Nigeria again for 6 years, and then moved to UK for 5 years, and now I'm in LA. So it was just like I've always been on the move. Like I've experienced so many. I went to 10 primary schools, 10 school, like 10 element,
Wow.
like 10. Yeah, primary schools. Is that what you guys call it?
Yeah.
Where I'm from, we call it primary. So that was like before you get to high school and college and all that. So I went to 10 different ones: four in America, four in Dubai, two in Nigeria. So it was just like
Wow.
I was always in the move. I was always on the move. I was always meeting new people. Like I've been friends with literally, I can say I know at least, I know so many cultures. I know the Arabic culture like this, like, but so many of my best friends were Arabs. I know so many of the Malaysian culture, Philippine culture. I know the Ghanaian culture, like, Nigerian culture, South Africa, East Africa, like different places in East Africa, Ethiopia, Kenya. Like, I just know so much about so many parts of the world that I'm like, there's no way I can just say I'm from one place, man. Like, I'm from the world at this point. Like, I
Yeah.
know, you know what I mean? So that's why it's like Khulula to the world, because I've been blessed to experience the world, and I'm still yet to experience more places. So
Hey man. Hey. Yeah, and you gonna get it, man. Free spirit gonna take over the world, man.
exactly, I
Free
appreciate
spirit
it.
is gonna take over the world, man.
Yeah, man.
You
Yeah.
know. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully when you take over the world, you know what I'm saying, I can get you to sit back there.
Of course, bro. I said,
You know what I'm saying?
bro, I told you that I wanted to make sure I'm part of that because I see you going up. So I was trying to be a part of it. That's why I'm here right now. Come on. We taking over the world.
Yep, for sure, man. Hey man, so I want to say I appreciate you for coming on, man. And y'all, this has been episode number 196 of the Homeroom with Smooth podcast. We up out of here.
Yeah.